What are some pitfalls to avoid with regards to processing a third culture experience?
I don't know, just be careful on like who you get close to when you come back, and try to find somebody that understands like growing up overseas, or somebody who's good at understanding you. Don't just like look for anybody, because sometimes it's not the right person.
I think a lot of people use it as a wall, in the sense that no one can ever understand me, no one can ever fully understand my story. And so instead of using your life experiences as a connecting point, you use it as a barrier. So being able to walk through that and say, hey, how can we connect, instead of assuming that no one will ever be able to understand your story, is really important.
I think victimizing yourself and setting yourself as kind of someone who's special, or I'm more multicultural than you, I know a second language, therefore I'm somehow superior. I think doing that is a huge pitfall, and as soon as you start doing that, I think making friends and just relationally, that's going to be really difficult for you. And it's really tempting too, because when you're told constantly how difficult it is to learn a second language, that can easily go to your head. And when you've traveled more than anyone else in your school, that can also be really tempting to think that you're somehow more global, more well-rounded. Just realize that everyone's different.
In the third culture experience, some pitfalls to avoid would be isolating. That would be a good one. I would say you have to guard your mind. A second pitfall to avoid is not guarding your mind. So you want to guard your mind to just not go down certain rabbit trails that you identify are negative. Like you just don't want to spend too much time being negative or complaining.
I think the wonderful things come always with pain, but try not to dwell on all the negative things, because that would really drag you down.
When I was taught about TCKs, it was very much taught as an identity that you were and who you are, and something that you could not change, and something that no one else could understand except for other TCKs. And that was something that I would change. Your identity is in Christ. Everyone has their own identity and experiences. I can't relate any better to a friend or my wife who comes from a divorced home than she can do a TCK. It doesn't define who we are. It's just an experience that we've gone through. There's very few things that as far as identity goes, it has to go through Christ, not through overseas experiences.
If you think these videos can help, please like them. If you would like to see more, subscribe. And if you have thoughts that you can add or things you'd like to see, please leave a comment.